Gemar Chatima Tova, JCC of LBI. I wish all of you and all of your family a sweet, prosperous, healthy, and safe new year. I'm honored to be once again addressing you. I want to thank everybody for their faith and confidence in my leadership of the JCC, and I appreciate each and every one of you and all that you bring to our wonderful community. It has been a very difficult year to be an open, proud, and practicing Jew in, of all places, the United States, but in the world. And since October 7th of last year, our world has changed, our lives have changed, and we have all, in one way or another, encountered and experienced nuances of anti-Semitism, perhaps for the first time in our lifetimes, and certainly not in the lifetimes of our family and in our history. But we have had a rough go as a community, and we all know what the symptoms of and expressions of anti-Semitism have been in America and around the world. College campuses have been rife with not protests of a normal character, but of flat out anti-Semitic, anti-Jewish hate. And we have seen cities taken over by not peaceful protests of people who do not have our best interests at heart, and certainly do not have any positive feelings toward our Jewish homeland, and indeed seek the end of the state of Israel as we know it. In the face of all of those challenges, we as a community, the JCC of LBI and beyond, have found remarkable fortitude. We have found remarkable strength. We have had a vibrant, proud, and active year, of which we should all be proud. And we have really come together as a community to counteract, to be the antidote to the anti-Semitism that pervades in media and in many acts of which we are aware if we do not experience directly. Personally, having a child on a college campus that has had an encampment and that has had a very, very active Students for Justice in Palestine chapter, which has been viciously anti-Semitic. And my own daughter has experienced harassments and threats and other extreme negativity that have made her feel unsafe. I can tell you that the best way for us to combat such instances is to not hide, to not lay low, to rather be very forceful in who we are, how we practice our faith, the words of support, the acts of support, the charitable deeds that we do, and the things that make us Jews are things that we need to actually actively and openly and proudly purvey to our neighbors, our friends, and to the world. And I think in doing that, we have found, and I hope each and every one of you have found, that we have many, many more friends and supporters and people who love us as a people and as individuals and who treasure and value people of the Jewish faith than we do enemies. And the theme that I want to convey to all of you, I think, is best captured in a quote from Thomas Paine. And that quote is a simple one, and it is as follows: "It is not in numbers, but in unity that our great strength lies." And I think we at the JCC are the embodiment of that quote. We are a modest-sized congregation on a barrier island off the coast of New Jersey, and yet hear us roar. Hear our presence, feel our presence, not just on Long Beach Island itself, not just in Southern Ocean County, but throughout Ocean County, throughout the state of New Jersey, and in a reach that goes well beyond that, because as many of you know, we were fortunate enough to host an event a pro-Israel event with Professor Dershowitz, which yielded an audience of more than 1,200 screens and probably about 2,000 people. And regardless of the content of Professor Dershowitz's message, which was largely and overwhelmingly pro-Israel and pro-Jewish, but regardless of whether we agreed or disagreed with things that Professor Dershowitz said, we at the JCC were part of a loud voice talking about our value of the modern state of Israel, our value of our peoplehood, and our worth as Jews. And I think that we should all take note that in every successful activity we do, in every interaction we have, in every moment in time, including our very own and dear Rose Valentine, who delivered on Rabbi Jay's behalf words in eulogy for the priest of the St. Francis community who sadly died a number of weeks ago. In each and every instance where we represent our community together, we do something positive to combat anti-Semitism and hatred in this world. And I just think that the JCC has come up with the secret sauce, because we are, as a community, unified. It doesn't matter what our political beliefs are. It doesn't matter who we're going to vote for. It doesn't matter what our level of practice is. It doesn't matter who and how we have raised our family and all these other things that make us different. We are unified. We are unified in our peoplehood. We are unified in our community. We are unified in our love and support of Israel. And we are unified together for social and other reasons that bring us together to enjoy each other's company, to have vibrant programming, and to be valuable to one another in an increasingly difficult world. So the unity of which Thomas Paine spoke is the unity that I feel we are achieving at the JCC of LBI, and I am so proud to be a part of that. I think we should all take a moment to recognize and to enjoy the fact that in a really difficult year where there could have been so much to cause division, we did exactly the opposite. We unified, and we unified in a way that only planners could best appreciate, because you can't plan to do something like that. It has to happen organically, and we did so. So thank you for all of the acts of love and kindness and truth and justice and the things that have really made this community extraordinary and really second to none. And like the little engine that could, we are a little shul that not only could, but we do, and we do repeatedly. And that is a wonderful accomplishment and achievement. Doing those things takes resources, as you all know. After all, this is a Yom Kippur appeal. And the resources that we need to continue the vibrancy of programming, to provide the security that is necessary for everybody's comfort when we have large gatherings and programming, and to continue the vibrancy of Shabbat meals and serving food at gatherings, and ensuring that we keep on track, bringing important programming, important social events, and other things that continue to unify us and bring us together takes resources, particularly on the security front, where, of course, in this trying world, we really do need to provide the Long Beach Township Police off-duty officers who we do hire and pay for to protect us as we protect each other and as we behave in a way that tells the world who we are and what we're made of. So, and of course, it goes without saying that the last number of years have been inflationary. everything is more expensive. Utilities are particularly more expensive, and we don't want to diminish any of our programming. We do not want to make choices to do anything less than we're doing. As a matter of fact, we'd like to make choices to do even more. And particularly coming into, we're coming into 5785, our new year as a people. But as we come into secular year 2025, we are going to be celebrating as a congregation our 75th anniversary, a remarkable thing. And we are planning incredibly vibrant celebrations that will last throughout the year to mark the occasion and to have some joyous moments as we enjoy each other and our community even more. There will be programming that we will share with you and roll out as we get past Yontif of this year. And so there's a lot of news to come, all of which I think you'll find exciting. But again, it takes resources to do that. So to keep my message no longer than it needs to be, please join me, my wife Beth, our family, in making a commitment to the JCC of LBI during this high holiday season to make the best commitment and gift that you can to the shul so that we can have the resources as we head into this big 75th anniversary year to celebrate our community and all that we mean to each other and all that we mean to our faith, led by Rabbi Jay, who is just an extraordinary man to lead us forward, Cantor Geller, who we are so blessed to have had join us in leading high holiday services and services beyond that, and all the things that we intend to keep doing so that we as a community combat any of the hatred and negativity that is out there that we are not willing to accept. We reject that hatred. We reject that negativity. We will call out that anti-Semitism, and we will, by being the vibrant community we are, be, as they say, loud and proud. So again, please give the best gift that you can to the JCC of LBI this 5785 year, and do so with a happy heart, and know that you are helping us to provide a vibrancy and a strength of unity on a going forward basis. Shana Tova to you all. Thanks.